Hello everyone and welcome back to another One Piece video. Sorry, it's been a couple days. I have been very preoccupied, absolutely grinding out Pokemon Champions. Please forgive me for that, but we are back with a personal favorite of mine, one very close to my heart, Gecko Moria. And I do think that Gecko Moria is actually surprisingly good this set with the new tools that he's gotten. But before we talk about the deck list, I just wanted to quickly say thank you so much for watching the videos, everybody, because we are nearly at 1,000 subscribers, which I never even considered a possibility. I just thought I'd make some videos for fun. But we are nearly there, so, you know, if you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe. It really helps out, and it encourages me to keep putting out, you know, videos. So yeah, thank you again. I will have a special video lined up for the 1,000 subscriber special. I did a poll a little while back asking what we wanted to see, and I will honor the one that won, albeit with some slight changes because the deck that I mentioned in it is not really as relevant as he was. I maybe jumped the gun a little bit there, but I'll still do the same fundamental thing. But yeah, let's talk about Moria for this set. So I, going into this set, was extremely confident about Moria being one of the best decks in format. Because of his great matchup into Enel and several other meta contenders, especially after Quasar got banned, because one of his worst matchups was Nami, especially with the Borsa Quasar, and you know, pretty much any deck with Borsa Quasar was a bit of a problem. And with that gone, and Enel being indirectly buffed by his bad yellow matchups being gone, I thought this deck was in a really good spot. The problem is, as the meta evolves, we're now seeing green decks fill the void to counter Enel with stuff like Luna. And Luna also cooks us. We sort of get caught in the crossfire. It freezes the entirety of our board apart from our two top-end cards. But then also Enel is teching in, you know, Reiju, Varier, stuff like that to get around it, which also fucks us over and makes our matchup worse as well. So we're sort of losing on both sides. So as the meta has developed, Moria has gone from being in a really good spot to maybe not such a great spot anymore. I still think he's a solid deck and a solid choice for this format, but he's not as good as he was at the start of the format. We're still going to give him a go, of course, and we're going to play some ranked games today and see how we go. Before we get into it, I just want to talk about the new cards. So obviously we have the Hogback and the Zoro. These are pretty standard. It's just really solid, like basically Sindri, except it draws a card on KO, which is fantastic. Just free setup trash. Zoro, not only does he set up the trash on a 6k body, but he heals you. You can get the heal off of the 6-cost Moria. It's fantastic. And then the tech option here is the 4-cost Ores. This is a really interesting one, and I've teched it in mainly for Blue Yellow Nami, which is a really tough matchup, where most of the time against Blue Yellow Nami, because she is a 7k leader most of the time, triggering out 5k bodies does not actually feel that impactful, to where you're mostly just triggering out Hogback and then popping him to play Lilith to find more top end or something like that. You know, or triggering out this just to find some top end from trash. But Ores gives you that option to actually trigger out a relevant body in the late game, because if you've got an 8-cost Moria on the field, he becomes 7k, with leader ability he becomes 8k, and they can't even clear it because of the on KO effect. So it's really nice. And yeah, it's just really fantastic. Even if you don't have the 8-cost on the field, it just says Gecko Moria with 10k power or more. So even if you trigger it out with not this on the field, if you attach some Don to this Moria, or even your leader counts as well, make them 10k, then this guy automatically becomes 7k or 8k with leader effect. So it's really nice just getting a big swing on the board that can actually threaten your opponent for lethal sometimes. The only other thing I want to say is I was trying out a more fun deck that I like to call PK Moria, which is Perona Kumasi Moria. And this focuses more on, you know, getting some cards in trash, and then in the late game, when you get a trigger, you start playing out Perona, who will then play out Kumasi. In the early to mid game, she can play Hogback, which is still really good. But in the late game, you can play out this Kumasi, and he can be deceptively big in the late game and go for some lethals that your opponent never expected. Like, you get a 6k on the board, and then you get, you know, potentially a 10k or higher out of nowhere on the board. I don't think this deck is as consistent as the other one, and nor is it as good, but it's incredibly fun, and most people don't even know this card exists. So when you hit the combo, it's absolutely hilarious, and I can't recommend it enough. If you want to have some fun with the Moria deck, you're a bit bored of the standard deck or something like that, give this one a go. But the one we will be playing today is the standard list, and we'll be trying to win on the ranked ladder. All right, so enough yapping from me. Please like, subscribe, and we will get into the ranked games. All right, our first game is against a off-meta contender, which is Rebecca. It looks to me like the rank ladder has reset again, so that would explain why. So obviously we want second. Hand's not terrible, but it's not great. We don't have 6 cost. We have no real way to find 6 cost since we can't mill and then play this, so I'm just going to mulligan. This is looking a lot stronger, because even if we don't have a way to fill the trash, Zoro can get something into the trash, and then Moria can bring it back next turn. So what did he search? He searched with Viola. Find a counter this. And then he'll probably play the Kyros, and we'll take the Kyros swing. Now that we have something in trash. Oh, no, he's just... Oh, no, he did. Okay, he did play the Kyros. Is he going to give it rush? Is the question. Thinking about not giving it rush. Sometimes it is better not to give it rush, but no, he's just chosen to give it rush. Finds a 2-kill Luffy, swings 6. We'll absolutely take that. Trigger, get the hog back out. Alright, we don't actually have a good target for the hog back. So I think we're just going to go 5-5 at the Blue Gilly and then play the Zoro. I think that's fine. As long as we're getting cards out of hand, that's all that matters. We do swing at the Kyros, because even though it goes back to hand, it just forces Rebecca to replay the Kyros instead of having it on board for free already. And obviously we'll trash the only relevant target. Now ideally we want to find a Perona pretty quick, so we can stop this Cavendish from getting Rebecca any value. Reusing this Viola a lot. Hasn't found the Rebecca yet, I suppose. There it is. Finds the Rebecca, and we're happy to take this. We find the Perona as well. This is absolutely fantastic. That is the best possible thing we could have seen off that. So we get to do the strong play of ideally basically the strongest play in on 6 Don. We'll bring back hog back again and go 7-7. And now we have a full board at 7 Don. Sorry, at 6 Don. Okay, spoke too soon. We have a almost full board at 6 Don, and the Cavendish can't attack, so we are putting on a absolutely gigantic amount of pressure. Rebecca has basically no way to reliably answer our board this turn. If she didn't hit the barrier pistol trigger, there's honestly a chance she might have just died next turn. So we don't actually have 8-cost Moria. That is a-okay. We are going to absolutely defend the Zoro. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is just play the hog back, see what we get in the trash. Fantastic, we get another Perona. So if we didn't get a Perona, I was just going to crack this, but because we got a Perona, I'm inclined to just swing everything, popping this and freezing a Cavendish, so we can go, what? 7, 7, 7, 8. We can go 7, 8, 8, 8. That's a lot of pressure. I think that's fine. We can stop a Cavendish as well. So we'll kill this. Freeze a Cavendish. Let's start with just a 7 then. Not attach any Don. Because I'm actually thinking I might want to just play Black Hog back. The fact that he took that makes me want to just put the gas on and just go like 8-8-9. And try to go for lethal next turn. He's giving us the whole hand. He can Jinmei next turn, but he can't get the bounce, so we're chilling there. Yeah, he's just going to concede. That was Pretty straightforward. Rebecca, not the best deck, to say the least, but we also saw a pretty good opening hand. Alright, let's get into the next one. Alright, it's going to be off meta day today, I suppose, because of the ladder reset, but we are playing against a Brook. He's chosen to go first. We have a Searcher and a Zoro, which is pretty nice. I'm honestly inclined to keep this hand, because even if we don't get 6-cost Moria, we still have Zoro that we can just play again on 6-Don, worst case scenario. And if we do find 6-drop, we can just trash Zoro, play him again off the 6-drop. Find a Boa, that's pretty nice. Absalom's our only choice, so obviously we're going to take the Absalom. I think I am inclined to... I get to see what he's running as well. He is on the Morgans. He's on the Luffy, obviously. He's on the Luna. And the I Know You're Strong. Look at this. Green slop as far as the eye can see, bro. They're all adapting the same freeze package. There's an argument to pitch Perona here and then take it, which I think I'm going to do. Right, we did get punished for that, but that's alright. We have the Perona in trash. It is worth gambling, usually, against decks that you want to try and play aggressive into. Because the tempo swing you get is just enormous. Part of me wants to hog back plus Absalom, but that's too greedy, so we're just going to play the Zoro. Especially because once the Nightmare Luffy hits the field and Brook becomes a 7k leader, the Zoros are paramount to getting pokes off. 7k leader and all. So there's no way we're going to need the Absalom now. He's on the Robin. I like that. I like that. And the Who's Who. This card is very, very interesting. It is basically adopted by Brook to have another way to kill Holly. Because Holly is so busted in an L, man. It's so busted. The fact that you have to start taking in random cards like this into so many different decks is really frustrating, to be honest. I'm inclined to take this because I want to either find a trigger or a 6-drop Moria, and we find neither, unfortunately. It's really necessary to find either some early game triggers or a 6-drop Moria to start spamming the board in the mid game. Especially because now he has a 7k blocker that's going to take a lot of aggression off him every turn. Until we can start getting 7k pokes through. Running the 2k counter Frankie. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that card being run. Alright, we didn't find either. Which is pretty unfortunate. So what we are going to do is just mill. There he is. We're going to mill. We're going to draw. Then we're just going to play another Zoro and go 7-7. Takes that. He'll block and give us a 1k here. $2k, that's nice. You'll love to see that. I don't... is there a chance we actually get no triggers after 2 no triggers? Because if there is, I should trash this. But I'm going to trash this, knowing that my first 2 life were no triggers, so it would be extremely unlucky if more were also no trigger. How many Lunas? I think he doesn't want to turn the Robin sideways, so I'm going to take this because we finally get a trigger. Do we have an 8-cost Moria and trash? We do. Excellent. So... we trigger Black Hogback, we return Absalom, 6-drop, and we get 8-drop to hand, so we have a curb play for next turn. Fantastic. We're just going to push the Kumasi, because we're probably just going to heal it next turn as well. There's the Luffy. Here's a 7k leader now. So I think we're just killing the Hogback so we can go double 7 poke. I guess we're poking the Robin. And then healing. Because now that he's 7k leader, we really don't need... we really don't need the smaller bodies anymore. It's the same as Nami. Let's it go. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I guess he assumes we'll just freeze it anyway. If he doesn't save it and gives us 2Ks or whatever. I'm thinking his hand was like mostly 2Ks and bricks, because he's given us a lot of 2Ks where he could have given 1Ks. So I feel like his hand is like bricks and 2Ks. So we just need to keep poking the best we can. Maybe a decent amount of events as well. Especially with Luna now, like there's so many bricks in this deck. Megalo is an interesting one. Oh, I kind of want to take this, but assuming Nami is hitting the board this turn, like if I don't take this, right? If I counter this and then this goes here and the other one rushes here, then all of a sudden I have no pressure. Kind of inclined to take this for that reason. Just play Hogback off trigger. Because there's no point playing these. Let's go for that. I think that's actually better. And it gives us a better chance of getting ores in the trash as well, which is better against the 7k leaders. We didn't really find anything relevant. Okay, so he doesn't have second Luffy. We do have to counter this because I don't really want to go to 0 this turn. We'll just go 2-1. Now he'll probably clear a Zoro. The important thing is we don't lose 2 Zoros. Oh, he doesn't go for Zoro. That is fascinating. Because I'm popping this next turn, I'm just going to play Black Hog back. Just get a 2k to my hand. What's he going to do for this last 5 Don? He can't play a 5-drop. Because he's just untapped with this guy. He might just play like a Morgan's blocker or a Zoro blocker, and then just hover some Don. That's probably the safest play. What I can do next turn is I can kill this, draw a card, swing 1, 2, 3. 3 sevens here. If it's still alive, we can go 11. Either here or at face, and then slam Boa, and I feel like there's no way we can die from there, right? I shouldn't say no way. Brook has been known to just be able to punch through out of nowhere. Okay, so he's going to have a shitload of untapped Don. Alright. So we kill this, draw a card. I think I'm double healing this turn. Go back to 4, trash 3 1Ks. We obviously need to clear the double attack Luffy. Did he not restand Don with Nami? That's interesting. Very interesting. That must have been a misclick. Must have accidentally clicked like restand none or cancel or something. Just sim things, you know? Obviously we swing with leader here for 7 instead of hogback. There's no reason to turn it sideways, since we have to swing with leader anyway. He took, so we're gonna just Boa. Force the Nami block. He still has 12 cards left in trash. It's actually difficult. We've played this very aggressively, so it's actually difficult for him to even go for game. Because what? He needs to get to 7 cards, so he'd have to like have Sanji plus Spoil in hand to get there without too much effort. Like even double Sanji I'm fine with. That's 2 Don spent that he used to not go for lethal. Sanji plus Spoil is only 1 Don spent basically. I feel like there's no way he can live another turn, so he has to go for game. We've got 4 life, 2 2Ks against potentially like 2 medium swings and 2 to 3 big swings. I feel like there's absolutely no way we die here, so we just counter this for good measure. So the swings are going to get bigger very quickly. He's going to start with a 6. He should just swing with the Nami. And attach less Don. Low committal. Interesting. Okay. Do we have Sanji Spoil? Alright, he's got Spoil. Does he have double Spoil or maybe Sanji Spoil? Double Spoil is Oh, you still need one more card though. Triple spoil? Triple spoil would go crazy. Or is he one short? Has he miscalculated? I mean, we take this for sure. Oh, that's pretty insane, actually. I think we have to trigger that. We have a Zoro, right? Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, we have to trigger that. I didn't know it worked like that, but I guess that makes sense. Both, like, you trigger, you play this out, and then you resolve the second attack, or the second instance of double attack, before resolving the Zoro effect. That's actually really good for us, which means we get... He did have Sanji double spoil. So he gets to go 7, it goes through, 9, it goes through. We might actually be dead anyway. Okay, that's a mistake. You should definitely go 7 first. I guess not, because I can freeze this, right? But, like, you can't win now. Because I take to this, and I just counter... Like, I don't even need to trigger this. But I will, because it gets me a 2k. Doesn't matter what we send back now. And then we just... And we would have got a 2k anyway. That was actually a surprisingly close game. Hey, well played to this guy, bro. That was surprisingly close. We got pretty lucky there. That definitely could have gone another way. Wrong sequence, yeah. He realized that it was wrong sequence. He basically had to, well, I think the sequence was fine. Perona trigger is raw. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It's guaranteed lethal if I don't hit a trigger, right? If I don't hit a trigger, and then I just Perona the Luffy, then it's guaranteed. But like, he hits first, and then 8, 10. I think that was absolutely the correct play. That was absolutely the correct play. That was a good game. Well played to that guy. Oh, all right. Let's play one more. Crocodile. It's really the off meta special day today. This is not going to be a great look at how good Moria is into the meta, unfortunately. That might have to be another video for when we've climbed back up on the ranked ladder after the reset. So obviously we're just going to take second. We have a 4 and an 8 done play, and that's about it. I don't think it's good enough to keep, unfortunately. Ah, so much better. So much better already. Only way it could be better if it's like one of these was a hogback. Alright, he gets Mr. 5, sends a Daz and a Sunday. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm actually inclined to just play the Sindri. I think I will. Ores in the trash. We got Perona in the trash. Fantastic. Which means we can just search some top end. Never mind. We will search our only target, which is Perona. Oh boy. Do you want to swing? Do you really want to swing this early? I think Croc probably shouldn't swing this early, and then he can control board a little bit later on. Especially once he gets to 7k leader. He doesn't really care about our smaller things anyway. He just shouldn't give me a chance to pepper him with 5 and 6k swings. So many searches, far out. 15 cards in trash already. Jesus. Alright, he didn't swing. Smart player, smart player. We do find the hog back, but it's a bit late. We're just playing Zoro next turn, I suppose, which means popping this turn and swinging 6. Just playing a hog back for next turn. We can... we have protection from, you know, Daz, basically. I'm inclined to take this. Fuck. You know how it would be. Sometimes you get all the triggers, sometimes you get none. He just hard plays the gem. Doesn't have a Bond Clay, really? I guess he's got Bond Clays in trash. Sunday turn. Next turn. Alright, we're just swinging 6-6, I guess. What are we trashing here? I'm gonna have a chance to play another Perona. Don't need Black Hog back in the trash just yet. So we swing 6. Pop it. Freeze gem, even though he probably wasn't going to swing anyway. Swing another 6. Now my problem is, I don't have a play for next turn, so I'm going to take, like my life depends on it. Part of me wants to play Oars, but I feel like that's greedy. Especially since he's 0 right now. Yeah, if he was 7, I might consider playing him. Doesn't play the Sunday, just goes straight to 7k leader. That is actually quite annoying. I might just... Because I don't have an 8-drop anyway, I might just spend this turn peppering him with a lot of swings. I just play this, and then kill it to draw. Find something to play for next turn. Holy moly! Not find something to play for next turn. Do we have 8-drop in trash? I think we have to play a Black Hog back now. That feels terrible. We go 7-7. 7-7-7-8. It's still not bad. I fully expected to find a boa or something. Like, look, there's no boa in my trash. That's crazy, no? Swing with the hog back because he's more protected. It's giving us 2Ks, so the pokes are good. Takes it. Good, we just got a lot of counter that turn. Unfortunately, we have to give up the Perona swing. Turn. We don't need 2 hogbacks in the trash. Alright, now we have something to do next turn, thank God. The fact that he's swinging at board is a bit worrying. Not swinging at board is a bit worrying, so I'm just going to counter that. That he can clear. Zorro. Do we give him the Zorro? I don't really want to give him the Zorro. If it's Croc this turn, then I won't be able to... If I save this, I can't swing with these, but I can still swing with these. Which doesn't matter. It's better he just freezes that and a 5k, because I won't be able to swing with all of them anyway. He might actually patchwork this as well. Nope, he did not. Okay. Do one for turn anyway. Fuck. Alright, so because he's a 7k leader now, I'm inclined to just start looking for top end. Since he's not swinging with this, there's no reason to freeze it. We find the boa, that's really nice. We can still go 7-7 Moria and then save boa for next turn, which I think is a bit better. I'd rather keep the Perona on the field, so I'll swing 7 with Black Hog back. Then 7 with leader. We don't need to heal just yet. We'll probably double heal next turn. Because our board is like pretty scary now, but if he has second Croc, counter that. If he has second Croc, he freezes this. Take 9, trigger 9. Now we can play the Oars, which is really nice against the 7k leaders. Swings 10, don't trigger the boa. No me second Croc. But that's really good. The Oars actually comes in so clutch there. Only bad thing is if he double freezes these guys and then patchworks this, but because he minus this, he doesn't have the patchwork clearly. Alright, this is really, really nice. So, go 7-7. This is... Oh, no, we can't. We can only go 1-7. Because we're playing the boa. That's fine. So we don't need the Perona. Stop this from attacking to encourage him to just kill it. Swing 7. Go 1, 2, 3. Okay, we actually only get 2 swings here. 7, 8. He's going to run out of counter sooner or later. We have a lot of big swings next turn. We basically have 5 active swings, so the most he can take away is 2. Unless he does the patchwork combo now. May as well trigger that. That found me absolutely nothing. Another boa, that could come in handy, actually. Does he have the 3rd croc? Not yet. He doesn't have the 3rd croc. Okay, that's really nice. But he might just play double blocker. Hover 5. Okay, how many ground deaths in trash? 1, 2. Okay, so he's only got 2 ground deaths. He's only got 2 cards in his deck. Far out. Should we swing at Croc and see if he... No, that's 2BM. That's 2BM. That's 2BM. I was going to say, we swing at Croc. If he uses the ability, we just pass and then he dies. That would be kind of hilarious, but he's probably not that silly. All right, so... we just start with a 7 and then kill the 6-drop. Be as efficient as possible. We can do a 2k check as well. Doesn't have any 2ks. That is fantastic news. What world where I live another turn? Pitch these, double heal back 3. Man, if he wasn't a 7k leader, this would be so free. But we actually might be in some trouble. Alright. Yeah, that feels kind of bad. Really, you can counter this. Oh, he had the double... I mean, I should have assumed he had the double ground death. There was no way I was killing him that turn anyway, not with 2 blockers. That feels pretty bad, because now I'm in trouble. I have to take this, trigger, freeze this. Yes, thank God. But he's still got 4 massive swings. I think we're cooked. He's got 1 card left in deck, man. Fuck. Doesn't matter now. Alright, Gecko, please save me. Fuck! I don't need Boa! I don't need 4th Boa! I need Gecko, man! Oh, that was a good game. Oh, fuck. That was tough. That was tough. Yeah, that was actually tough, bro. My big swings didn't ultimately end up mattering because... he had still double... he only froze 1 thing. But he had 7k leader and double blocker and 2 ground deaths in hand, so he was just defensive enough. Man, the 7k leaders really hurt Moria. Really, really hurt Moria. But the Ors actually put in some work. It's just the fact that 7k leader plus board freeze is just a little bit too much for us. That was a good game, though. That one's definitely going in the video. We'll play one more. We'll play one more. We'll play one more. Alright, sorry everyone, I wasn't actually able to find the time to film another one because life stuff got in the way, you know how it is. But I hope you enjoyed the 3 games that we did play, and please look forward to the next video, and hopefully soon the 1000 subscriber special. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Ciao, ciao.